Hi, on friends. My name is M2Dates, and welcome back to another episode of Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door for the Nintendo Gamecube. We're all up last time. We got started with Chapter 1, and we got the keys from Schwank Fortress in order to enter our first actual dungeon in the game. And then we also have a new party member, which is Koops, the Koopa Troopa here. You know, he's a cowardly Koopa Troopa, but I believe he will make a great addition to the team. Because I'm very confident in his abilities here. I guess I'll demonstrate what he does in battle. Why don't I? I don't see a reason to. Oh, this is a perfect opportunity since there's a group of four enemies here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and first off, get this guy down the ground, so that's a little bit easier. So Koops has two different moves here. He has Shell Toss and he has Power Shell, similar to Cooper's moveset, you know, in terms of like the default moves. So I'm gonna show off Power Shell first, since there's a lot of enemies here. So the way these two moves work is actually a little bit differently. So this is how you do it. As soon as the star blinks, you release your stick, and that is how you defeat these enemies here. So that's Power Shell. I will demonstrate what Shell Toss, what Shell Toss is in a later fight. So that's yeah, very similar to Cooper. Koops is actually the only party member that has a defense point of 1. So if any enemy attacks him, he will take 1 less damage than the enemies are supposed to do. Okay, I guess that works. So, if you ever need a party member as like a damage sponge, as you would like to call it, then Koops is the way to go here. Okay, so remember this area right here? This is like the very first part of Petalburg. Petal Meadows. I get those two names mixed up. And you know, there was like these two stones here. There's a moonstone and a sunstone. All right, so let's put in these stones in their right spots here. So the sunstone's placed down, and then we're gonna place the moonstone down here. Unfortunately, we don't get a Nidorina or a Nido King or a Nido Queen, or even a Gengar for that matter if you're playing Pokemon Hacks. Okay. And then something appears here. What does it say? Here beginneth the path to dread Hooktail Castle. Weaklings retreateth. Ye who seek to proceed, a power of 2 must hitteth both switches simultaneously. Addendum? Wait, what did it say? Addendum? If ye are a Petalburg Koopa, huzzah! Your hold ability maketh this chora snap. Alright then. Doesn't sound too hard of a task here. So let's from the sign of that from the message of that sign, we gotta hit these switches simultaneously. And simultaneously means at the same time for those who don't know strong vocabulary. So this is one of the more useful things that Koops can do here. As you can see, I'm actually holding on to the action button here, which is why you're seeing Koops do that. Something, it actually took me quite a long time to figure out that you can actually do that, but, boom, there we go. And with that, something happens. The sign gets ripped into pieces, it gets shredded, and then a pipe appears. You can actually, the loading zone for this pipe actually does exist. But unfortunately, it exists like at an early point, but unfortunately there's like no way to really access it early. Otherwise you skip a huge part of the game. Anyway, we go inside, and here we are. We are in Hooktail's castle. There's a save block there if you want to save your game. Whoa! Look at that! That is a very ominous castle, if I do say so myself. Hooktail's castle. The stories are true. It is very terrifying indeed. Okay,
oh my God.
So head down over here. We have a badge here. This is an HP plus. An HP plus temporarily increases your max HP by 5, and if you decrease it, if you unequip it, then it goes back down to where your HP originally was. Pretty cool, but pretty expensive to use. In my opinion, I don't think it's worth really using. So I'm just gonna not gonna use that at all. I usually don't use it. Of course, if you're really bad at blocking attacks and that you feel like you take a lot of damage in this game, then I would recommend using HP plus. But I don't really have a reason to use it as of right now, so I'm not gonna be using HP plus at all. At least I'll try not to. I guess I'll demonstrate right now, since it's pretty easy to use. So I equip it right now, and I'm now at 15 HP. So yeah, I'm not gonna be using it at all. All right, so into the actual place itself here. We have a pile of bones laying around there. And if you ever need to go up for any reason, then you can go ahead and take these stairs and head out there and head out this way. But we're inside, so we might as well go. So we might as well explore the inside here. Oh, he got me! Oh my God! Okay, here we have a new enemy here. So these are paratroopers. I'm gonna go ahead and tattle it right now. All right, so. Paratroopers have 4 HP. They have an attack power 2. They have 1 defense point, and their only move is Shell Shot, which is the move that you just saw. And of course, paratroopers are much like they are much like the. Oh wow! Okay. Let me focus on this real quick. They're not using the 2 POW blocks that they have? Wow. What a waste, honestly. But anyway, paratroopers are basically just the regular Koopa Troopas that you deal with, except they're on air, so pretty much similar to. Man, I'm timing that early. Pretty much similar to. Paragoombas, you know, when they're just basically Goombas on the air for the most part. So that's just so I guess I already explained it in the last episode, but yeah, that's I don't usually try for those. Although it's nice if you can somehow get them. But there we go. I don't know why I showed that battle off at normal speed, because that took quite a while, but that's okay. Alright then. A little tip of advice when you're going against these. I keep calling them Sky Troopers. They're Paratroopers. This is not Super Mario RPG. But when you're going against these Paratroopers, I would highly recommend using Goombella. I would highly recommend using Goombella for any Koopa Troopa that you fight, because Koops doesn't really do much of a job. Goombella is recommended because Goombella can jump on the enemies and tip them over. Okay, let's see what we got. Power Bounce. All right, this is the best badge. Probably one of my favorite badges to use. It's very useful. That badge is pretty much a setup to some boss strategies that I'm going to be taking advantage of later on. If you're familiar with, let's say, if you're familiar with my Paper Mario Let's Play. Oh no! What is this? It's a blue pile of bones. That can only mean bad things right here. They remind you of your father. Uh-oh. It looks like your father is gone, unfortunately. Aww. What's what? Some kind of letter? Why would your father leave some type of letter? Sure, let's read it. Alright, here we go. I came to this castle to destroy Hooktail, but I am stuck and can go no further. So in this letter, I shall note Hooktail's weaknesses for those who follow. The dread, Hooktail cannot tolerate creatures that begin with CR and end with Ikit. I wonder what that word is. Hidden somewhere in this castle is an item related to Hooktail's weakness. If one is to have any hope of defeating Hooktail, one must first find that item. One last thing, if faced with ultimate doom, the fiend will use any trick to save itself. If you hope to defeat it, do not give in to your kinder nature and fall for its tricks. Alas, I do not have the strength to continue writing. Already mist veils my eyes. My last words go to my son, Colorado. I love you, and I'm proud of who you've become. Colorado. So it's Colorado and not Koops. Alright. Wait, could this be the father of Professor Colorado, the archaeologist? In the first game? Wow. So it turns out that this isn't his father right here. Alright. Sounds cool. That's a relief that there might be a chance where his father will still be okay. So let's continue finding him. Wow. This is a red pile of bones this time, and all the other ones are like blue and green. Man, this is like a zombie place. Well, then again, it is Hooktail's castle, and Hooktail did eat all the Koopas that were here. So, yeah, I guess this is what happens when Koopa Troopas are defeated. They get turned to dry bones. You clearly don't value your lives much if you've come to this castle to disturb us. You will go no further, and from this moment on, you'll be nothing but bones! Uh-oh. Oh my god! Look at how many bones there are! Holy crap, that's a lot! Alright, so you can hammer these away. And, by the way, if you take too long here, you'll get kicked out of the castle, so you want to make sure you don't mess around here. Alright, 2 new enemies here. First off, we have the main one itself. Alright, I'm gonna use the fire flower right for now on actually no, that's not worth it right now. Alright, I'm gonna start with tattling the red bones here, since we won't be seeing this for a while. Okay, so this is the red bones here. It's a little too red, yeah. It has 5 HP, an attack power 3, and a defense power 1. Red Bones has the moves Bone Throw, Multi-Bone, Build, Shake, and Get Up. Build allows him to create another like set of another set of bones to create another dull bones. Ow! Oh man, that hurts. I gotta be careful about that. Okay. Anyway, yeah, build is a move where he builds a stack of dull bones here, and get up is if he's dead, then it'll take a few turns for him to actually revive. So he will revive if you take too long in a battle and he's dead, which means he'll come back to life. So you want to make sure that you don't kill dull bones first. While it is a good idea because the red bones red bones is the hardest enemy, and ideally you want to go for the hardest enemy, but that's not the case here. The other 4 enemies that you saw are dull bones. Dull bones are probably the easiest enemies you'll deal with, because dull bones have 1 HP, they have an attack power of 2, and they have a defense power of 1. Because they have 1 HP, no matter they're gonna die. They're guaranteed to die as long as you're doing more than a single damage to them. They have the moveset Bone Throw and Build, so pretty much the same moves as red bones, with of course, you know, fewer moves because obviously, dull bones are a lot weaker than red bones. So that's pretty much all the new enemies you can find in terms of this area is concerned. There's a key up there. Looks like we're gonna need it. Alright then. Alright. Oops. Ah. Okay, I give up. You can actually jump on that lock and sequence break so that you don't have to do that. But that's obvious. But of course, that's not too important. Also, you saw me pick up a very special. You saw me hit a very special block, and I got something called a shine sprites. There are how many? 42 shine sprites in the game. So I'll be picking up all of them. Shine sprites have very particular uses later on. So for now, just get whenever you see a shine sprite, you probably want to get it. All right, this jump is a pain to make. Okay, I made it. It's not a very easy one to make. Alright, I wonder if I can... oh, okay, that's okay. If I would have made it on that platform there, then I would have skipped having to do this, but that's okay. Well, I don't even know why I'm attempting for sequence breaks because we're not even speedrunning here, but I don't know. I just like showing off cool things in my Let's Plays. Whenever I can do them, I like showing them off because a lot of the because there's actually a lot of really cool things in this game, which is what I like about this game compared over the first game. There's a lot of things that I like in this game over the first game. I think they did a very good job with improving a lot of the stuff in this game. Okay, I'm pretty sure we don't deal with that block. Okay, yeah. I don't exactly remember this off the top of my head, but we'll try our best. I guess I probably did not mention this, but when Koops does end up getting hit by a mid-air attack, any attack that hits his head, then he gets tumbled over and he loses his 1 defense point. So pretty much, of course, like a Koopa Troopa, like a regular Koopa Troopa. What the heck? Hey, guess! It's been a long time since anyone came here. A real long time. Huh? You heard me? Wow! Wait a sec. If you can hear my voice, you must be some legendary hero or something. Or not. To be honest, I'm not sure anyone with ears can hear me. Anyone with ears? Okay. Who does not have ears? I guess deaf people? Oh no, deaf people have ears, but oh, I'm sorry guys. But it sure is fun zinging people with that whole legendary hero bits. Hey, but seriously, folks, I was wondering if you could let me out of this chest. I've been locked in here so long I'm starting to cramp up like you wouldn't believe. All you have to do is find the key and let me out. Easy! Yeah, I'll be cursed if I open the box, because you know what happened the first time we opened this, you know? Who in the world would do that, really? Wait! In a box and curse, folks? A real slime ball, that's who. But I'm not a real slime ball, and I would do no such thing. That should be obvious. I wonder if I should trust this one. This guy is This guy's words sound very convincing, you know. A little I scratch your back, you scratch mine, except in reverse order. Yeah, I guess you could say finding a black key is hard. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is finding a black key hard?